the Islamic world, where they have the second largest amount of countries in the whole on the whole globe, which is primarily dominated by Christian countries, more than 85 or so. So I think what you guys are fighting for is rightfully yours, and I think we as a Hindu nation, we stand with Israel's cause. Vocal about my support to Israel and Jews, and way before this whole massacre by the terrorists started, I've been very vocal about, also because we as a Hindu nation, what has been happening to Hindus, and even the Hindu genocide for centuries that continued, we identify a lot with Jews, and I strongly believe that as like we deserve a Bharat dedicated to Hindus, Jews also deserve one nation, one nation on this, and they can't give us that one land is rather inhuman and very stingy of the Islamic world, where they have the second largest amount of countries in the whole on the whole globe, which is primarily dominated by Christian countries, more than 85 or so. So I think what you guys are fighting for is rightfully yours, and I think we as a Hindu nation, we stand with Israel's cause. We ourselves have been suffering radical Islamic terrorism, whether it is Hamas or ISIS. They even reached our parliament. And every day there are so many
the parliament.
Yes, there were serious bomb blasts, which our film movie Tejas that is coming. It is about India's Air Force mission and what we have suffered in 26/11. The brutality of Islamic terrorism. The story is same, and probably that's why we identify so much with Jews.
So I have to go and see the film, and I wanted to say that Prime Minister Modi, he has set the tone to the support, because before we understood the magnitude of this disaster, already on Saturday, October 7th in the afternoon, he already came out with a very strong condemnation, continued for a second one after speaking to Prime Minister Netanyahu. And I think this is we don't need anyone to help us fight instead of us.
But Mr. Modi is known to support the underdogs. It's just one small nation, like you said, hardly few million, handful of people fighting the entire Islamic Republic, which they're surrounded by. There's a sea of Islamic Republic, and then there is a little, small nation, tiny like a drop in the ocean of that kind of intensity of population. So I think our Prime Minister has always supported underdogs, and I think that's where his heart is. That people who, like you said, you guys do not need any sort of, but the moral support from India is there, and we definitely are very affected by all the violence and brutality that we see every day. We deeply get affected by it, because we also have a history of Mughal invasion, where we were beheaded, lynched, and forceful conversions, and all of that. So we get deeply affected. It's a part of that genocide is imprinted in our genetic code. So it gets triggered, and it's deeply affecting.